Roadmap to Victory is sponsored by the R&R family of companies.
Welcome back to Nittany Game Week. 11 wins, just the one loss, thanks to a surprise victory by Michigan over Ohio State. The Blue and White now have an opportunity to face the #1 team in the country in the Big Ten Championship. Coach Paterno, you've seen the Ducks in person. They have talented players all over the field. How do the Nittany Lions approach this significant challenge?
Well, they got to gear up and get ready for some speed. And interestingly enough, Todd, Penn State and Oregon have played 7 common opponents, all of them in the same venue, home and away, except with UCLA. Oregon went to the Bruins. The Bruins came to Penn State. 6-1 for Penn State, 7-0 for Oregon. And let's talk get a little bit more in depth as we take a look at what the Oregon Ducks bring to you offensively. Start with the offensive side of the ball. Very good in scoring, very good in total offense. They're rushing offense. They're really good at all phases of the ball in offense. And let's talk about some of the players to watch as you look at them. This is a big list of guys to watch because they are talented and they are fast. And on top of all that, don't get caught up in the speed. Their offensive line is veteran, 133 combined starts. And let's talk about how you look at them and scout them. When you look at a team like this, they've got speed at wideout. They've got Tez Johnson, who's really good. They got a running back who's really good. You got to make a decision of how we're going to protect ourselves against them. Here, Ohio State starts with 2 safeties high, which now Oregon says, let's run the football and watch what happens when they run the ball. They bring Tez Johnson across in the backfield. They get people chasing him. And Jordan James, the running back, is really fast through the hole. He gets in there and creates problems for you. Now, we've got Tez Johnson in the slot. I'm going to have the safety help with Tez Johnson or help in the run game because this guy's a legitimate threat. That leaves you one-on-one on the outside, and Ohio State makes that decision. And look what happens. Burke, the corner from Ohio State, number 10 out there, is a first-round pick by most people's account. This is Stewart, the second wideout in their offense, and he goes right behind him. So those, you got to be ready to match up on the outside. Look at the speed, look at the change of direction, and he goes up and makes the catch. Now they're going to get into wideout screens. They get the ball to their wideouts a bunch. These are like run plays in them. They're easy throws, ones I can still make. They motion across, fake the run, and watch Tez Johnson, how skilled he is catching the ball. This is not a great throw, but look at that one-handed catch, and then he gets up the field. Now, they go to 2nd and 1. It's a good play for him. I've got tight end to deal with and running backs. Now you got to worry about Dylan Gabriel, the quarterback. Quarterback read, he can also move and extend plays. Here he takes the ball and runs with it. And think Russell Wilson. This is the kind of guy who is not real tall, shifty, intelligent, and really accurate with the football. The defensive numbers are better. They are top 10 in the country in a number of areas. They love to get after the quarterback, and let's talk about some of the people that make that happen. When you look at the players to watch, Jordan Birch did not play in 4 games, did not play against Ohio State. He is a big man that can rush. The passer, Ungalela, is another great one. The linebacker, Butcher, that guy's also a great player, and he's a great baseball player as well. Now, what they want to do is they're a 4-3 defense. They're going to reduce the defense to come down to create problems in the run game. So that's number 1. Number 2, can they stop the run game with their safeties back? If not, watch for safety movement. But here, they're going to keep things in front of them. Michigan State drops back to throw the ball. They make this guy look, hold on the ball. He finally ends up taking the throw underneath, and they rally the ball. They tackle really well, and they can run. Now, once they do that, if they want to change things up, we go to the blitzes. Now they're going to try and set up. They got big guys inside. These, their nose tackle's 340. They're going to move you up front and create essentially running lanes for your linebackers to get into the backfield and make plays. Here they get into the backfield and create a turnover against Washington that helps blow this game open. Finally, their whole mindset is they're going to change coverage, make you think, make your quarterback think. They're going to get pressure on your quarterback because they're really good on the outside. They don't give you any time to think. And watch Birch on this particular series here. Quarterback goes back to pass. They change the coverage, and he gets around and hits him. There is no time for him to react. Special teams is also a factor. They are creative. They do a lot of fun things. Birch, who we just showed you, watch this fake punt to him. This is a 6'6", 295-pounder with a nifty little move right there. Gets up the field and gets going. I would not want to be the guy that has to tackle him coming at me like that. This is one of the best punt return teams in the country. They're going to have to cover. Watch the move, watch him get in the open field, and watch his speed as he gets upfield and makes things happen. This blew the game open against Boise State. Boise State had a chance to beat him, but he made some of these plays, and that did it. And finally, we talk about the big man Birch. They also get into a number of 6 offensive line sets, unbalanced here, but you can't get caught looking just at what they're going to do in the run game. They put an eligible number on the 6th offensive lineman, and they come out and throw him the ball. Another little special play. Again, everybody loves to see big man TDs. I hope we don't see any Oregon big man TDs, but you got to be ready for Oregon. They're very well coached, and they're very innovative in so many ways.
Thanks, Coach. They've been tested. They haven't lost. That doesn't make them unbeatable. Oregon is coming off a thrashing of their rivals, Washington. The Ducks have found a way to win every game so far, and this time of year, it's sink or swim week to week.
Ultimately, this is a lot more like March Madness now than it was, 2 years ago. So it's about playing consistent football at the end of the season, time after time after time. So you want to be playing your best ball at this moment. And, we're relatively healthy. We've got a team that's gotten better each week. So I think that sets up for success.
Now, Oregon is the slight favorite, should be a great one in Indianapolis for the Big Ten title. Fantastic opportunity for us this week to speak to one of the greatest quarterbacks in Penn State history. He guided the team to an undefeated season, which included the victory over Oregon in the Rose Bowl. We'll have our Impact interview with Kerry Collins after the break.